occasion of her retirement from the United States Air Force. So throughout the ceremony, you will be given cues to stand or be seated at the appropriate time. So we are honored to have with us as our presiding officer for today's ceremony, Lieutenant Colonel Lance D. King, Commander of the 152nd Force Support Squadron. Sharing this special occasion today are friends, senior officers, and fellow airmen. Sergeant Madrona, would you also like to welcome any special guests? State Command Chief, Nevada Air National Guard, Chief Master Sergeant Tori Thompson. All other commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, and fellow airmen in attendance today. To you, the presiding official of today's ceremony, Lieutenant Colonel Lance King.
What a day. We get to send off Senior Master Sergeant Madrona onto that next step in life. I know for the young folks, this is new. For people at mid-career, they're just chomping at the bit to get to her point. Well, she's there. And so it's an awesome day. Thank you for everyone that showed up to be a part of this and see some of the legacy that she left for not only this squadron, but the other places that she was at before, and also see how we honor the folks that have given the time and service over the years. I want to thank a few people before I do get started on talking a little bit about Sergeant Madrona. Chief, thank you so much for showing up. We got a few folks from other squadrons. Really appreciate you guys showing up. And I also want to thank again the rest of the squadron to support Sergeant Madrona on her transition to civilian life. Go without thanking the folks behind the scenes. A lot of work goes into these ceremonies. If you've never been a part of it, I recommend you doing it as a development opportunity because there's a lot that goes into it. A lot of review, a lot of pieces and parts where it's very easy. So forgive us if something messes up, but I doubt it because they've reviewed everything and done a good job. But with that said, I know Sherman had a hand in it, Chief Hill, Pettit, May, Borja. Anybody else have a hand in today's ceremony that I might have forgotten? Alcaraz, thank you for the help. Appreciate it. Retirement ceremonies are one of those bittersweet moments where you get to send somebody off into the wild blue yonder, the civilian life, which is such a sweet and cool thing to honor, but then we're also losing somebody. But in the case of Sergeant Madrona, what's really easy to, when I was reflecting on it, is look at the legacy and the influence that she left, especially in services. Me only being around here about 7 months, 8 months, it's been readily apparent to me on your influence, good influence, your setting the example, and how that's spread across services. It's been really, really fun to get to know you a little more and your peers. Again, it's been apparent. So to talk a little bit about your history, you've been in longer than I have, which I found interesting because you look so young. Like seriously, I thought you were younger. But she joined in '99. So I'm not calling you old. You joined in '99. The Hawaii Guard as a services technician or journeyman, and there it sounds like you checked all the boxes for services, and FSS for that matter. Everything from food service, training, fitness, recreation, airmen and family services, and jumped around at different leadership levels through that. And then it looks like you deployed Operation Enduring Freedom to Al Dhafar, UAE, for a little stint there, and did some MPA tours at the headquarters Pacific Air Forces. Is that the one at Patch or Hickam? Hickam? Yeah, that's awesome. Any staff time? I kind of wanted to use that as, if you ever get an opportunity to go those different experiences that you had, you just had a broader picture than most folks. So it's really cool to see how you applied that in your daily life. Here, you came to Nevada in 2019, and it looks like you helped. I wasn't here during COVID, so I don't. Every organization kind of handled COVID differently, but it looked like you were working down in Vegas with Joint Task Force 17, yeah, and maintained inventory of personal protection equipment down in the Southern Nevada warehouse. Is that right? No, that's awesome. And then over the last couple years, SEL here and helping everybody in services. Some of the stuff that really stood out to me is how many degrees you have. Is it 3 or 4? 3? She can't. Yeah. No, it's awesome. Liberal arts at Kapiolani Community College. Checks. And then applied science, restaurant, hotel, and fitness management through the CCAF, and then a bachelor's degree in business management. Professional management certification program with the CCAF, and then your assignments. I mean, this is an old bio, and you have 21 different assignments. That's awesome. Like, it just shows that you have a lot to be proud of. You put in the time. I really hope that you enjoy retirement how we all imagine it to be. And we really, really do thank you for the service that you put. We have a few things to honor that service, and I'm really excited to get those out to you because they're well deserved and earned. So thank you.
And remain standing for the retirement order. Attention to orders. Citation to accompany the Nevada Distinguished Service Medal. Senior Master Sergeant Terry Lynn M. Padrona distinguished herself by meritorious service while assigned to the 152nd Force Support Squadron from 5 February 2023 to 31 May 2026. She leveraged 25 years of experience to guide her unit, driving mission success through development and readiness. She spearheaded proficiency training in 3 core areas: cultivating multiple capable airmen. She executed a new duty task list aligned with the career field education and training plan and prioritized quarterly readiness checks, bolstering deployment capability, fostering an inclusive climate. She empowered personnel via transparent leadership to build cohesive teams, creating a resilient force. She expertly managed resources across food, fitness, and contingency operations, ensuring optimal personnel and equipment allocation. She implemented an end-of-drill report to track training outcomes, enhancing program ownership and performance brief accuracy. She drove continuous improvement by executing a training drill in Las Vegas, integrating her unit with Army operations for joint experience. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Senior Master Sergeant Madrona culminate a long and distinguished career in the service of her country and reflect great credit upon herself and the United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel King will now direct the publishing of retirement order.
At ease. So please be seated. Please be seated. Clear that what we got here for Sergeant Madrona is a meritorious service medal. which is an incredible accomplishment, and it covers down on the time that you've been here with us. So with that said, I do gotta ask, I'm gonna go take a peek at the script to see, is this the same?
Yes.
That we just did?
Yes.
So with that said, let me get you straight here. This is the spot. Right there. I hope you understand this. And I feel like the big things. Here, let's get a quick shot here.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Special Order EK-002433, dated 24 March 2026, Sergeant Madrona is relieved from current assignment, assigned to the Retired Reserve Section, and placed on the United States Air Force Reserve Retired List effective 1 June 2026.
Ow!
At ease.
At ease. Well, that sounded good, I'm sure, right? But it's not good until what? First day of June? Is that right?
Yeah. A little bit. A little bit. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, appreciation for service in the Armed Forces of the United States of America. Senior Master Sergeant Terry Lynn M. Madrona, I extend to you my personal thanks and a sincere appreciation of a grateful nation for our contribution of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history with a devotion to duty and a spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud traditions of the military service. I trust that in the coming years you will maintain an active interest in the armed forces and the purpose for which you serve. Those who will follow in your footsteps will draw inspiration from your commitment, dedication, and sacrifices made to ensure the protection of our airmen, of our American freedoms. My best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future. Signed, Donald J. Trump, Commander-in-Chief.
Yeah, so I did not see his.
Yes, it was a small. It's a smaller one.
Yeah, I know, but is this Chief Master Sergeant Bass?
Yeah.
That's
Who
the
is
next
it?
one.
Okay, we thought it was cool. That's why.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
I didn't make it, by the way.
Thank you, Sergeant May.
So, on behalf of everyone here who has seen you rise with us, participated with us, and saw some mighty challenges alongside, got to grow along with you, hopefully you along with us. I know we've had our troubles, but special thanks to Chief Hill. This came from him. He's really good at this. Like, I love this design. The whole shit about it. Right here, in my hand.
He's
But
like mental
cover
note.
yep. So, not just the state of that in my hand, but from the hands of everyone from services. A hail and farewell from everybody. And we wish you the best as you start your new chapter in life. On June 1st.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you for the first time Senior Master Sergeant Terry Lynn M. Madrona, United States Air Force, retired.
And for being here. I don't have family here. My son is currently deployed. So that's why I didn't want anything big. But to incorporate Hawaii, because it was a big part of my career, and to end it here, it means a lot. And I really hope, like how Carlos talking about influence, I really hope that I had a positive influence in the unit to show a different way of thinking, of doing, and to just elevate everyone to their potential, which I definitely saw in everybody. It was just trying to break them out of the shell that was the process that I was trying to do. So I hope you guys know how much I care about you guys. And if you're in Vegas, you can come see me. But thank you for this career. It was a long one, and I'm ready to only have one job. In my entire life, I've never had one job. So I started right out of high school. So yeah, I didn't have the mental capacity to pursue a civilian career, and now that I established one at the VA hospital in Las Vegas, now I think I can pursue better jobs and do something on that side of the house. So if you have any questions about the VA, I can help you with that. Thank you so much.